everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your spook sister, Nay. Hi, good to have you back. Now today guys, I am so excited to share you this really awesome ghost tale from Australia. I have been looking into a few different types of ghost stories around the area, and I tell you what, there are so many gems here, you have no idea. So I'm very excited to share with you a story today. But first, before we get into anything, if you haven't been to my channel already, hi, my name is Renee. Lovely to meet you. Well, kind of through the screen. And I am going to be doing a 31-day Halloween video challenge where I'll be talking about paranormal ghost stories, personal experiences, going to haunted locations, and all that fun stuff in between. So if that sounds like something you would like to tune into, please hit that like and subscribe button down below if you want to see some more, and let's get into it. If you've ever wandered on a cool evening amongst the whispering pines out front of the Berrima Jail, located in the Southern Highlands of New South Wales, there is a chance that you may encounter the bloodied, disfigured, headless ghost of Lucretia Davies. In 1833, Governor Burke gave permission to Lucretia Davies and Henry Dunkley to wed. They married in southern New South Wales in Sutton Forest, and from there they settled at a lovely 50-acreage farm 50 kilometres out from Goulburn. Now, Lucretia Davies would be someone that most of us would probably call a very sexual woman. She had a very sexual aura to her, and men often were very attracted to her. So not long after the wedding, a man named Martin Beach came to work at the farm, and it wasn't too long until this man actually started to take a fancy to her. Now Martin was a very strong, young, virile man, and it wasn't long until Lucretia actually decided that she took more of a fancy to Martin over her dull husband. From there, it wasn't long until a plot was hatched. One cold, moonless night in mid-September, Lucretia crept from her bed and unlatched the bedroom door. Martin came in wielding a heavy axe. Lucretia watched impassively as Martin raised his axe and split Henry's head into two. So the very next day, Henry's farm workers were asking Lucretia where their boss had gone. Lucretia told them in a false alibi that he had actually gone to Berrima on a business trip. Now, about a week and a half had gone by, and Martin and Lucretia thought that they had gotten away with murder. However, people were still not convinced with their alibi. From there, police were called to the property, where they asked some very awkward questions. The property was then searched, and what they found was that 300 meters away from the house, in a very shallow grave, was Henry's body. Lucretia Dunkley and Martin Beach were arrested under suspicion of murder, and they were taken to the Berrima jail to await their trial. It was about a year from there, police were taking as many measures as possible and gathering as much evidence to create a solid trial. 5th of September, 1843, they were marched under police guard to the Berrima courthouse to face Chief of Justice of New South Wales, Sir James Dowling. It was a 2-day trial, and they were found guilty. And they were to be hung by their necks until dead that very day at the Berrima jail. Fun fact as well, Lucretia Dunkley was actually the very first female in New South Wales to be executed by hanging. So back in the 19th century, clinical psychology was very much in its infancy in the medical profession. So what the scientists actually believed back then was that for anybody to be able to make or do a heinous crime such as what Lucretia and Martin did, that they would have had something wrong with their brain. So often not times criminals were taken after they were executed to be lobotomized and to have their brain dissected. And of course, Lucretia had to suffer that same fate. So as soon as her body was taken down from the gallows, her head was chopped off with a surgical saw, placed in a box, and sent to the Australian Museum in Sydney. Her hair and her flesh was removed, her skull was opened, and her brain was dissected. And needless to say, there was no abnormalities found. So guys, this is when it gets really, really creepy. So not long after her death, there were many sightings reporting that people had seen this shapely, black gowned figure that was roaming outside the Berrima jail near the pine trees. And it had almost this long, pale arms with these long bony fingers, almost like reaching out for something or searching for something. And what people also heard was this weird gurgling, raspy breathing, almost like this struggle for breath. And what locals actually believe is that she is still searching for her head this very day. Alrighty guys, that is it for the video for today. I really hope that you enjoyed this horror story because holy jeebus, I am like getting the heebie-jeebus and it was freaky. So I'm glad it's kind of over now. I had a lot of fun filming this, and if you guys like this as well, thank you very much. Glad you did. And if you want to see some more of what's coming up now in the next few weeks, please hit that like and subscribe button down below. And I will see you all next time for some more spooky stories. Until then, bye.